Hello everybody, we're back. We're working on Phantom Currents again. And I kid you not, as I was starting this stream, I opened Studio and it tells me I need to update, so that's why it took a bit longer. Let's get into it. Today, if it isn't obvious by the thumbnail, we are working on the control room. What's hopefully going to be an important part to everything, and we're going to be starting on that. So yeah, I kind of already started. When did I start working on this? I started working on this a minute ago. When I say a minute ago, I mean like last night at like 10. I decided I was gonna sit down and work on this a bit, and it's honestly driving me insane. It's starting to make me think, ooh, should I just restart? Because there's a lot of seams I just can't get to go away. Which knew what I did wrong? Like, I might be able to fix this one by just pulling this back a bit, or no, because the problem is that it's just that. Ooh, but now there's that, so if I... That's just gonna be a pain, isn't it? Yeah, because I need to do, like, right in between those two. Damn, yeah, I might just have to restart with these. But you kind of got the idea, and I think the main thing I'm gonna end up going for is, if you ever seen, like, the TF2 control consoles. Images. Something in a similar style to, like, open image, new tab. Something in a similar style to this, I'm thinking, is what we'll end up doing. Just because I quite like this. I think this is going to be a good style to go for, like something like these control consoles. So very TF2-esque. Very, like, 50s, 60s inspired. But with some other shapes. Yeah, so let's rotate this. Look at that. Just moved it. Also, there's no Hayden right now because he's not online, so it's just me at the current moment. And hopefully, while I work on this today, if Hayden does decide to show up, which I hope he does, he can, work on the Brain needs to brain real fast. He can work on the terrain, hopefully. Because we're out of the lobby. The lobby's finished. I'll show it to y'all real fast. The lobby's finished. Or no, I am in the lobby. Chapter 1's here. I don't know why the dam is there, because the dam also needs to be in Chapter 1. The brain no worky, I guess. We could honestly swap the names around and it wouldn't make that much of a difference. Loading place. Da 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 da. And I believe, yep, here we go. Here's where you spawn in. I think I did an okay job. Hopefully you actually spawn in the right place. Yeah, so I just put some stuff in here. That's supposed to be a credits panel, but I need Hayden's help with that, because he, yeah, like I said, kind of off doing his own thing, but we have all the rooms set up like we had in thing, and then that's gonna be a clock as well. I don't know if I start working on that before the end of last stream or not. I honestly can't remember. But this is gonna be a credits panel. Me and Hayden more than likely on the front because we're the two working on the game the most. But yeah. This is what this looks like. And then from the outside it looks a bit goofy. But each room has an interior that looks like this. He also started setting up the doors, which we're just going to need to replace at least the ones in here, and then we're going to set up a trigger box probably in the area of this, where if you walk close to it, the door will open, you walk in. This door won't. And then you will get loaded into the game. So yeah. Yeah, this is what we've been working on, so that's that. You can close out that instance, and yep, here we go. Back to this one. Let's switch it to 0.1. There we go. There we go, we got 8 boxes filled. Let's then Control D, move, slide it over, and vortex it. So those two look like they're gonna line up, but these two don't. Where would that be? There we go. Now it looks like they might end up. There we go. Yeah, so that's as perfect as I think I'm gonna get it. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. With some of these limitations that I have, I think I might be able to union these to get it to stop doing that, and that's probably really the only way I can think of that actually working. Or, ooh, I did just remember about a tool I have that I think I might be able to get to work for this. Plugins. Okay, maybe not. Yeah. So I think the only way I'm going to be able to get these to play kindly together is to union them. Which sucks, because if I remember from what I've been told, unioning is really not optimized. But I see that as the only way to get these to play nicely. That's one shape, does it? Oh, of course it still has that problem. Okay, so let's just a little tooth markers are the same. Let's just okay, wait, is that actually clean? Hold on, wait a damn minute. Oh, yes! Okay, I think that's probably the things we're gonna get these. Honestly, that's sweet though. Alright, and then I will actually need to stop. First off, it'll make my life easier when working on this. Second off, it'll be a lot easier. So we have that. We're gonna do 2.5 right now. Let's quickly play test and see how tall that is. So yeah, no, that can probably actually go up to 3.5. So that can go up like another stud, I think. Yeah, mind you, this is just for one panel, which is the kookiest thing. This is just one of like many different control consoles I have to make, because I need to make the inverse of this. Actually, no, can you just make the inverse by rotating? Please tell me that's possible. Yes. Thank God. Alright. So I don't have to make the inverse of it, but I need to make like an L shape, an inverse L, an inverse of this, which is gonna be fun and a pain. Actually, can I make the inverse by just... No, I cannot. Actually, no, because I can just rotate this to get the inverse. Actually, no, because the inverse would be having the panels on this side, not inside. So I still have to figure that out. But that might be as easy as doing some stuff with some wedges, so. Wedge. Speaking of wedges. No. Yeah. Okay, it overhangs slightly, but that should be fine. And then once Hayden gets on, I'll probably ask him like some questions. When I say I'll probably ask him some questions, I will ask him some questions. Need that to line up with that angle. Ooh, alright. Control D, rotate 90 degrees. Do that, we switch it back to being one stud movement change. And then I don't care if there's all that much overhang. Ooh, that's gonna hurt me. Yes. And like I said, I think me and Hayden have kind of agreed on this, that we're gonna take this into Blender to clean it up eventually. Because that's honestly just gonna be, I'm not gonna lie, a lot easier to use. No. And weaving in all of that. And now, when we go play, and we should see how tall this is, because this needs to be tall enough to where we can put some desk chairs around, but also short enough to where you could, short enough to where you have desk chairs around, but tall enough to where you can also just stand and work. Yeah. There we go. So I'm thinking about, so I want to do a trim around it, like you might have saw on the original one. If you got a glimpse at that before I delete it, had a trim around it, around these edges here. It was like 0.1 stud by 0.1 stud by like however tall or that it'd be. So it was like it was super small. Okay, so this, honestly, a lot better. Except for the fact that I think I just noticed the seam line. Hold on. Yeah, I need to move that back up. Separate. Alright, here we go. No more seam line by the looks of it? No more seam line. The exact same problem here. Okay, union. There we go. Well, actually, no, let's not union. Let's union the top panels together really fast. Let's go here. We'll do a kind of creamy color, almost. Kind of beige yellowy color. Cashmere, I guess. And then salt. No. Sand. Eh. Not plastic. Plastic might be for some parts, but not really. Pavement. We can't really do metal because metal's a bit too shiny, I think. If I separate. We do cashmere. Where's cashmere? Like, here's beige. Where's whatever I created? Cashmere. That is so annoying to say. There you go. There's the color I did. And then let's start with the metal texture and see what happens. It's just a bit too shiny. It's a wee bit too shiny. That's the problem. I don't really know anything about icing. Oh my sweet Jesus, I accidentally moved it backwards at some point. Glacier? No. Foil? No. Fabric? No. I wonder if we can make our own textures and bring them into this. I don't actually know. No, I never stopped to question if we could or not. Because I'm not a big fan of the textures that were given, because they're all just kind of boring. There we go. What's a good color that goes with cashmere? Even this cashmere. Hold on. Cashmere. Okay. Grays. A lot of gray. Soft grays, earthy greens, and muted blues. So you're telling me I picked a depressing color? Okay. Those seeking luxury, you can opt for a deep navy, dark gray, which can accents of that cooler. That's the British spelling. Oh, it's all kitchen stuff is what it gives me, because I guess cashmere is a color mainly used in kitchens. What? This is so goofy, honestly. So, I honestly am starting to question. So, I think I might go with like a navy blue, honestly. I know that's for like luxury and that, but I think a navy blue accent trim would be nice, and then I'll just continue the cashmere stuff. Jeez, and what did I use? I used asphalt as the cashmere. That is not a color. That I refuse to believe that cashmere is a color. Cashmere is not a color. I refuse to believe that. So, I know it's one brick of like one texture, pretty much. First off, that hides the seam lines. It's genius, you see. Second off, it'll make my life a lot easier. And then we just grab a block, and we get it to, well, is it because this is a union? Is that why it's not? There we go. Yeah, Drake, you should have foreseen that one, you dummy. Nice thing is that we only need to do this. Oh god, I'm tired as hell. I should have made myself a warm cup of tea and not iced tea, honestly. There's gonna come the fun part where the top and the bottom rows are gonna be shorter than each other for the trim. Honestly, if it works, that's the important part. Yeah, and the next fun bit is getting these seam lines to go. These parts where it's just missing. I wish there was a way to shrink some of the UI stuff. Alright, that looks okay. Like I said, we're gonna have to come through and clean up so much of this in Blender, and I feel so bad for Hayden. There's so many lines we're gonna have to smoothen out. Just because it works on on studs, it makes it so much harder to line shit up. Like, that's probably the best we're gonna get for now. Is it a similar? I cannot say. Yep, similar. Now we get to do the bottom trim. I mean. Yippee! I'll be back in a moment. Alright, y'all, sorry about that. Side I go. While I was making my cup of tea, that I'd also just get myself. I'd eat some breakfast. When I say breakfast, I mean a slice of pizza or two. Ooh, that's still toasty. All right. And then go that to there. And yoink, and yoink. And yoink, and yoink. Oh my. Alright. Ooh, I do actually quite like that. And then I'll stick plastic for it, and then let's union all of it, and yeah, that doesn't look horrid. And then let's hit Flavor Pass. Watch those probably immediately slide off. Yep. Because I didn't anchor anything. Yippee. Okay, so separate, so I have all of that connected, and then I'm just going to change the color of this to like a gray. I think, because I feel like that's just going to work a lot better. Alright, sweet. Now we anchor everything. Good, everything's anchored. Yeah, so and then even for a normal character model, avatar, rig builder, block avatar, yeah, they're completely shorter than it, but that should be fine, I think. I can also always just shorten these. Well, I have to union them first to shorten them together. Maybe do it by putting one stud. Three, and then just move these down like that. Avatar, rig builder. Oh, sorry. Well, we have the start of the console ready. Yippee! Here comes the fun, yet more than likely gonna end up being annoying part, is all the details that I'm gonna end up doing. We're gonna start with some levers, I think. Do that, and then oh shit, I need to do grooves in that for actual handles, because there's gonna be 2 levers on this panel. And then oh, I really need Hayden here, and he's probably, I don't think he's on the line right now, is he? Oh, he is. Oh, I just saw. Okay, he's online. Thank God. Alright. So, still by myself for a bit. It's gonna be a bit of a pain, but because we're gonna need to do the monitor windows, which are definitely gonna be fun. Actually, I think I know how I'm gonna do those. Can't promise they're gonna look pretty, but I think I know how I can do those. I think what I'll end up doing is and then I'll do that because I think I'll lot like most of this to the levers. And if there's gonna be 4, because I'm thinking that's good for 2, so let's do 3 studs wide for all 4. If it's 2.5 for 2, then 2.5 for 2. That's just no 1.5 for 2. God, confused the hell out of myself there for a moment. So I think I know how I'm gonna get the grooves in. I'm just gonna need to remember. Let's just control D and a thing and then this to where I want it. Control D. 1, 2, 3. So I've got 1, 2, 3. 4. Done. I go back here. Is this what it really just state? Yeah. So, do I believe it's just union and negate or intersect or something like that. So you control click on everything you want in the thing. You that no. Separate, you intersect. Result is empty possible. Oh, so you union, you separate, you negate? Yep, maybe? So, hold on, you union all of it, you negate all of it. No. I might have to look up a YouTube tutorial, because I desperately need Hayden's help, but he is currently chilling for a bit, so... There's gotta be... like... So this is all about the coding stuff. What does Control Z do in Roblox? It Control Z undoes. What the hell? These are other questions other people ask. God damn. Make this help. Oh, I don't want to watch a fucking YouTube tutorial. It says part on top. Maintain the part that surpasses the push this. I'm gonna have to watch this. Alright, I'll be back in a bit. It's Oh, I've been on my BRB screen set. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Well, I'll be right back again. Alright, I've figured it out. And I've got to work. So we now have our panel, but what I want to quickly do is first off shorten it. Because I don't actively want to cut. Actually, no, it only works with the stuff you just said. Alright, I was being a bit smooth just then. So then I take all this and then now I move. Union. Sweet. Then, what I do is another fun part where I just make uber duper small strips, pretty much. Oh, shoot. So I do actually need to resize these. Can I union these together uber fast? Alright. Just so I can transform them together. Let's not do that. Alright, and then we'll separate them, and then we'll click on that, and then we'll hit union on that, and Control Z, hit again, Control click that, and this needs to go. And then pop, and then union. Alright, and there are grooves for our kind of levers. So this looks really goofy without anything else right now, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, so then we do that, we do back to that. We do the once, and then I think what I'll end up doing for this is go back to that. And then this will just be black and plastic. Alright, and then let's grab smooth plastic, because that's what I want, and then Control D, slide, oh wait, yes, no, yes. Alrighty. An hour 20 for this. Yippee! Whoever said game creation isn't fun. I don't even know how I'm gonna make the monitor screens curve exactly. I don't even know how I'm gonna make the monitors at all. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Don't lie. Just make sure that everything in this vicinity is anchored. Let's take a peek at that and see how small it is and how I more than likely need to upscale it. Actually, that's not that bad, size-wise. Because what I think we're gonna have the players do is hit E, hit E, hit E, and hit E, pretty much. Because these are the floodgate controls, I think. Or they'll just be random levers. I don't know. Exactly. I'm just kind of setting up cancels. And knowing my luck, there's probably a much easier and smarter way to be doing this. So, I could leave that as that, or I could add in the actual lever handles, and I will add on the lever handles. I think they're gonna be another smooth bit of plastic that's gonna be red. Smooth plastic, and let's change it from like that to this like mid-gray. I think, and then we'll add another part. Yippee! That's what, 15? Let's do like a, not that, but like dark red, and of course smooth plastic time. Again, anchoring time. Oh my god. Oh god, all the assets for this is gonna be so time consuming. What's the temperature outside right now? I wonder. Weather 76 right now. That's not that bad, honestly. Compared to the last few days, that's fucking amazing. I can get sweet. It's only gonna get up to 83 today. That's gonna be nice. So, we got that all sorted. So let's, and I just need to add some lights above each and every one of these, I guess. And change. I kind of want to change the color of the control panel. And then union all that again. Boom. Shoot, that's not the same blue. So what blue did I go for here? Bright blue. Oh, I'm dumb as hell. Yeah, and then that, and that. And then union again, and boom. Let's also do a few cylinder, like 10, I guess, I don't know. Make that smooth. Do our best to learn it up. So, now we got some Wootens. As well, and then I think if I just grab a sphere. Ooh. And scale it super smooth. And brought it over here. Okay, maybe not that schmool of a button. Or who knows, actually. Like, yes. Button. We don't have to end up transforming this. Can I only transform height on? Okay, I don't exactly know. I'm gonna get buttons to work. I could actually just put like a cylinder on top of another one and make it neon, couldn't I? Or give it like a brightness effect. Make it neon and give it a brightness effect, I guess. Give it a light spot. Really even just... It would be really low. Actually, let's use a... Let's use dark orange, I think, actually. On the control panel. Think about it, because that's really what we got going on. So let's yoink dark orange. Of course I have to, you know, separate and go dark orange, union. Yeah, because I think doing that's just actually going to be smarter, thinking about it. Because then it'll match, you know, the rest. Union, all that. Yeah, so now that actually matches the colors that we already see for the dam. I don't have to go and change any colors. Yippee! Sorry, I just realized my thing had been muted. So don't be surprised, because I think I'm gonna end the stream once I'm done with my cup of tea here. Don't be surprised if I, start streaming again later today, because I woke up, took the box fan out of my window, and started streaming pretty much. Which is probably not a good idea. But yeah. Well, actually, it's just my cup of tea, so I'm gonna end stream here. I hope y'all enjoyed this stream. I enjoy doing this, I'm not gonna lie. I love making these streams and working on random ass projects. I should probably be working on videos right now, but this is fun. And hopefully y'all see it as that too. I'll see you later. Godspeed and good. Bye.